Good morning. I'm Holly. This is Lisa, Dr. Lisa.
Good morning, everybody.
She is with Benchmark here in Perkins, Oklahoma, and she owns 2 vet clinics, Benchmark in Perkins, Oklahoma, and Countryside in Chandler, Oklahoma.
Yes, ma'am.
And she works on a whole lot of horses and does a whole lot of horse stuff.
We do.
So between
As do you.
Yes.
Yep.
So between the 2 of us, we've seen a whole lot of shit.
A lot of shit. We know shit.
We do know
Yeah,
shit. That's
we do.
why we know shit, because we see shit.
Yeah, that's
We've done
100%.
some shit.
Yeah. And we'll continue to do shit.
As long as we can.
Yes.
So I think that first we're going to tell you a little bit about the 2 crazy horse ladies and what our goal is. We kind of ran into each other through the horse world and just doing what we do. I'm a trainer, so I got vet needs, so I came to the vet, and we just found that I love going to the vet. I'm horrible.
I love it when she comes to the vet.
I love going to the vet because every single time I learn something. Yeah. And so for me, like when I choose a vet, one of the biggest things to me is somebody that's willing to answer my questions and educate me.
Yeah.
Because the better my education is, the better I can care for my horses. I save money from going to the vet, even though I love going to the vet. And it allows me to do my job better. But I have found that not everybody loves to educate others. And some of them just love to do their job, and they're great too. But that's just not for me because I want education.
Well, one of the things I find interesting too is there's plenty of times I don't know the answer to things. And I always say I may not know the answer, but I will figure it out. And I find that even after doing this for 20 years, I learn things all the time.
Every single day,
because I don't know even a fraction of everything out there. So it's fun to be challenged.
It is.
So, because that's how I learn too.
Yeah.
So
I think that's why it's great to have lifetime horse people involved in education.
Yeah.
Because like that's one of the things to me, there's not enough time in our lifetime to know everything about these guys. And so if I can steal your information that you've gathered over your 50 years, and you can steal my information that I've gathered over my 50 years, then we put it together and we each have a lot bigger toolbox.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of our goal here, is to share our toolboxes with all these people and hopefully help them create better lives for their horses.
Yes. And
that they can enjoy them more, and they can be healthy and happy longer and have good experiences together. Like we want to have fun.
Yeah.
We're fun people.
We are very fun people. Ask anybody that knows us. Yeah.
We want to have a good time with this. So this isn't going to be a boring venture.
No. And we want to talk about everything. Like, so not just horse training and vet med. We want to talk about things like bedding. We want to talk to trainers. We want to look at alternative medications, alternative therapies, even things like how to get a horse in the trailer that potentially struggles with things, or how to get your animals ready to come to the veterinarian or the trainer. I mean, there's so many things to talk about, and not just our ideas. We want y'all to give us ideas also.
Absolutely, yes. Like we want to answer questions. We want to be there to support the horse world.
And bring in other professionals also.
Yes.
We intend to bring in a lot of other people into this adventure. That's
one of the things that's been very important to me, and it's actually one of my favorite things about you as a veterinarian, is that like I feel like there's so many trainers out there that I can learn from and that I respect, and that I don't feel at all like this is a competition. Like I love when people collaborate and work together, because I feel like we can do so much more
together
as a team, you know. And so to me, that's the fun part of it. And I feel like you've probably seen it. I've seen a ton of it in my life doing what I do. Just good, kind, good-hearted people that want to do right by their horses and don't have the information they need
or the resources
to get the things that they need to get done for these horses. And it's crazy because I feel like in my younger years, this was something that was kind of gatekeeped. Like I feel like back generations, when you had training tricks, you kept them to yourself. and that gave you a marketing advantage. And now I feel like the culture has changed, and we're so good about sharing information and learning from each other and supporting each other.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think that's something that we need more of in every aspect of the world, not just the horse world.
Okay, that's a great point, Holly. I like that.
You know, just supporting each other and building.
Yes, and that's what we want to do on this show too, is just bring so many other people in to help them showcase what they can do,
right,
and help you guys take advantage of what opportunities there are out
there. And provide the public with the knowledge of saying, hey, I didn't know that I needed to ask my vet this question when we went to the vet. And so I left and I didn't get my questions answered. So little things like that. And we're so lucky now that it's so easy to share information.
Yeah, and with social media, it's
so easy. And so we just want everybody to come on this journey and for their lives to be better and their horses' lives to be better, because we were able to help them with some information or something fun, or something valuable that helped them take better care of their horses or enjoy their journey more.
Excellent point. And so I know we have some stuff on our agenda to run through over the next months. But if you guys have any suggestions or something you want to talk about or hear about, tell us. And
Absolutely.
if we will share our opinion, and we will get professionals in to give facts and share their opinion, and it will be just an awesome journey together.
Yep. And we do want to build this whole page on you guys and what you want to see and what you want to learn. We're going to share our things with you, but we're very open to knowing what you want. And if we don't know, like Lisa said, there's so many things we don't know. But we know somebody who does know.
We do. I always say you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to know the smartest person in the room.
Exactly. So, you just got to know who to call and have a good relationship with that person when you do call.
100%. So we got it.
Awesome deal.
All right.
Well, it's going to be a fun journey, guys. We hope that you're in it to the end with us. We're going to have a blast.
And we'll talk about a little bit of our background. Holly, how long have you been training horses?
Well, I grew up with horses, and I had a small hiatus of about 13 years that I thought I was going to go work in the real world.
Stripper, lingerie
No,
model?
I didn't have the goods for that stuff.
That's probably not true. Probably not true.
No, I was a hotel manager of all things.
Interesting.
But I found pretty quickly that the emotional side of my life was not right. And that I was not right because I was not being authentic to who I was. And so that sounds like a really short, easy journey. It didn't really happen that way.
I believe that.
Like I summarized it.
Yeah.
But so then I went back to agricultural life, and I have been training horses full time for about 22 years now, in some way, shape, or form. Like everything is constant change and morphing, but so I've been involved in horses pretty much my whole life, minus that little bit.
And what would you say the most challenging part of your job?
Ooh, wow, that's a tough one. I think this is rather specific to trainers, because I think we all kind of have like our clientele, like this is our demographic. I think for me, the hardest part is with people, getting them to understand that we have such an emotional connection with these horses, and there's times that you have to turn that off. That is very, very, there's times that it's just not appropriate for it to be involved in the current discussion.
Okay, interesting.
And because I think when we make choices out of emotion, they're not always the best choices. And I think that's another thing that carries over into the other portions of our lives as well. So to me, I think that's one of the hardest things, is teaching people that balance between, I love my horse, and we have a bond, and we have a relationship, and I'm his leader, and I'm his protector, and I'm his provider, and I have responsibilities.
Okay, that is really Interesting. I just wouldn't, was not the answer I expected, but I
Interesting.
love it.
What did you think?
Oh, I don't know.
Some horse is going to try to buck me off.
Maybe some of the danger and getting hurt, but that, I just find that so interesting because, like you said, that carries over into our lives, and I find that is something we struggle with here too,
Yes.
is making analytical, understanding decisions versus the emotional
The heart.
decisions.
Yes.
Yes.
And yes, and you had a conversation with a client this morning that I overheard that was very, like, it's tough. You're dealing with people that, like, we love our animals.
Of course,
They're part of everything we do. They're part of our lives. They're our family. And I think some trainers really push the work side and some push the emotional side, and for me it's all about that balance and loving them, but also being the leader that we need to be to be there for them. And I think sometimes that's hanging our emotions at the door when we go into the pen every day, you know.
Excellent. That's an
So,
excellent
what is
point.
yours?
My biggest challenge?
Yes.
It's probably, interesting. I didn't think about that maybe being my answer too, but probably very similar answer is making, I think mine is helping clients make the best decisions. I always say when we make this decision, it's not just for the animal, but it's also for the family.
Yes.
Because sometimes the right decision for the pet or horse or animal maybe isn't necessarily the right decision for the family.
Right.
I remember this one really specific instance. It was a really long time ago, but it was a really bad colic. And we had talked about potentially sending the horse to surgery. We had talked about money. And she said, well, if I take the horse to surgery, my daughter can't get braces. And I said, well, in my opinion, that's a pretty easy decision to make then. Because as much as we love our horses, I think your child's more important than the horse.
Right.
And if you have to pick between your child's welfare and the horses, probably need to pick the child. So, but yeah, making those decisions is really hard, and helping.
So hard.
And they want our help. So helping them make it correctly is hard. So I always make sure to say the correct decision for the animal or pet as well as the family's entirety. So yeah.
It's and there's so much. Like, I deal with it from a different aspect than you do. There's so much guilt that people feel. And you know, I try to tell them, like, I help people rehome a lot of horses. And one of the series, one of my favorite ones, and one of the first things we're going to do is how to purchase a horse.
Excellent one.
And it's because 90% of the horses I've sold for people are lovely horses that were not at all a fit for that family. And so these people come to me, they have so much guilt. They feel like they are just totally letting this horse down, and that they are not doing their part, and all of this. And so I think that's an emotion thing. Like, we make those decisions based on guilt, and what I try to tell them is this is a little bit like a marriage. If you're not happy in it, he probably isn't either.
Good perspective.
And there's probably someplace out there that he would be much happier. That doesn't mean you're a bad home. Just means that it's not a fit. You know? And people have so much guilt in that. And I always try to enforce to them that like, putting this horse where he belongs with the right person, that is a privilege.
And
not
a gift. Or maybe giving an animal a gift.
That is a gift. And that is a privilege that you're able to help them. And so I think a lot of it, and the same with the euthanasia or sometimes surgeries. You know, when we're faced with $15,000 surgery with a 70% chance of recovery. And we also have to get braces for the kid or pay the mortgage.
100%.
Then that becomes very hard, and people have so much guilt about that.
I get that.
And I feel like that's really tough for them. And so I think that's our job, to help support them through that, and to let them understand that you know, in the big world for me, like I look at euthanasia as what an amazing gift that we are able to provide for our loved ones, our critters, you know? It really is the last act of kindness when it's time.
I agree with that, and I think that's actually a subject we should discuss.
Absolutely.
Is making, when to make those decisions and how the process goes. I find a lot of people don't understand how the process goes, and
very much so.
Can be a little bit shocking when you don't know.
Absolutely,
so,
yep. And it's interesting because that was one of the things that I did a lot at the vet clinic was like prepare people for that.
Yeah.
As a tech, you know, while the doctor's getting all the stuff, okay, this is what you're gonna expect. This is totally normal.
Yeah.
You know, the last breath
Yeah.
happens like a minute and a half after they're gone, and they, you know, if people know it's coming, they're like, oh, there it went. If they don't know it's coming, they're like, oh, is he still alive? No, he's not. That was just reflexes. But yeah, there's a lot in educating before.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like Dr. Lisa said, give us your questions.
Yeah.
Tell us your subjects. We want to know what you want to learn.
And we want to be challenged. Like, give us
Heck
something
that
we're
Make
like,
it
what?
hard.
And we have to research it, and we have to bring in professionals.
Yes.
It'll be really fun. And we have some awesome people slated to come on this show, like world-class trainers, world-class veterinarians, feed guys, alternative medicine, anything
crazy
you want,
stuff.
We're gonna have on here.
Yeah, we're
so
awesome. Fortunate living where we live. We have a lot of horse world that's not very far from us.
Yeah.
And so we're very blessed to have like a ton of really good professionals.
Yeah.
We have good vets here. We have good trainers. We have a lot of horse stuff that goes on. So it's very cool.
Yep. I have a gal that I want to bring on. She makes clothing for equestrian people.
Cool.
So I think that'll be a fun one. She does custom stuff and just all sorts of great stuff. So we want to get everybody on here and just give you guys so much information. And have fun. Yep.
And laugh.
Yep. We love to laugh.
We are, don't expect us to be politically correct. And if a little bit of profanity bothers you, then we're probably not your cup of tea.
You're absolutely fucking right.
We'll try, but not very hard.
No. It's just word glitter is what it is.
That's
word
right.
Glitter.
It's just letting you know how important it is to us.
Absolutely. And there's going to be definitely some emotional things we talk about.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. We cry together. Like that's the whole thing. Is like people don't realize when you have your vet. Like gosh, you get such a connection because, like I've cried with clients. We've cried together. It's quite a relationship, and you really begin to depend on each other and become. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But we're super happy you're on this journey with us, and we also want to welcome our very first, we have a sponsor.
Oh, tell me.
It's called Ride Joy.
Okay.
And it's an app that is, I believe they said that we can do the soft release is now on Google, but they're working on Apple to get it on there.
Excellent.
And it's called ridejoy.com, and there's a website, and it's an app for equestrian travelers. So super cool. So it has horse hotels.
Okay.
It has like if there's fairgrounds, places that are safe to pull in and unload and walk your horse if you're on a long trip. And I didn't look at there's so many things on there. It's really cool. But there's a place where there's events. So if you're traveling and you're like, hey, we're in Ohio. I wonder if there's a cool clinic we could go to. Bam, you can pop on there and see if there's any clinics or events to go to.
So can you like map your journey and see what's along the way? Is that
no.
Okay, we're gonna have
to
look
that'll
into that.
Be fun to look.
Because if I'm driving to Florida, I'd love to find the places to stop that's safe for my horses. Have it booked, because sometimes you get into these places and they're locked, or there's not enough room, or there's no water turned on, or something crazy.
Or because there's not so much current information, we're going based on like a Google search. So then you pull into some place that closed down 2 years ago. And you don't even know that you can't pull in, you know, so
Oh, we're gonna have to play with this. What a
I think
great,
it'll be
great
super
app.
fun. Yeah. I already have people that were like, I want to download that.
Yeah, we're gonna put it on our Facebook?
Yep, it'll be on our Facebook. It'll be on all of our social medias.
Excellent.
So people can just click on it and go check it out. But I think it's a super cool idea.
I wished I would have had that about 15 years ago. My sister and I drove from California to Washington State, Southern California, to Washington State with a couple of horses and
Fun.
5 children.
Oh, that was the hard part.
Yeah, the horses were easy. The kids,
Put the kids
not
in
so
the
much.
trailer.
Yeah, horses got to ride up front, right? And then, but finding places to stop, to put
Right.
the horses out, to let the dogs walk, those sorts of things was tough.
Yes.
Especially dragging 5 kids with us. So,
Yep.
I wished I could have used that app 15 years ago. So
Absolutely.
I'm super happy Ride Joy is there now, where
Yeah.
we can access it. That's
Yep.
awesome.
So that'll be super cool. So follow them and check them out.
Yeah.
And just follow our pages and follow all of our stuff, because we're gonna have some really cool stuff.
Excellent.
Some
Excellent.
fun stuff, and there might even just be some stupid shit.
So, absolutely, definitely. You guys are more than welcome to call us on our stupid shit.
Yep.
But no, I love that we're gonna have apps and connections with everything we can think of on here.
That's
So,
really the
yeah.
goal, is to make sure that horse people have every resource they possibly need to do what they need to do and have a good time and enjoy their horses.
Excellent. Well, excellent.
Well, welcome guys. Thank you.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Well, that went